Hi everybody, it's Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. How are you guys today? I am so excited as always to spend time with you on Thursday afternoons. I always do, or I try to do, a pre-recorded live stream. It's called a live stream premiere on YouTube every Thursday afternoon at 1 o'clock. So I will be in the comments with you guys, which is super exciting, is it not? You get to talk to me, ask me questions, I get to respond, explain things. It's always a great, way to interact with everyone on YouTube. And I want to talk to you guys about a starter kit special because we only have a week left of the special. You have until the 31st of October. And it's the 24th, so 7 more days. And I would love to have you join my team. It is a really fun opportunity to be part of the Stampin' Up community. I absolutely love it. I have never regretted being a demonstrator, and you don't have to do what I do. You don't have to do videos. You don't have to even have people to sell to. You can be a happy shopper. In other words, there's many different companies out there that sell a premium package for people to be able to purchase at a discount. Amazon Prime, for instance, has that. You get free shipping. Bath and Beyond has that, and you get, I think, 25% off. And Costco charges a yearly membership, and you can shop there. So there's so many different companies out there that offer this, and it is similar to join Stampin' Up. You get $155 worth of products in the month of October for only $99. Normally it's 11% shipping on anything you purchase, but free shipping. So the savings of the 11% on the $155 alone is amazing. You also will get some business supplies just in case you do decide to sell the product, and of course you get all of the fun that comes with being part of our fantastic crafting community. And there's absolutely no better time to join than now. I'd love to have you on my team. We have team gatherings once a month, and we meet on Zoom. So I have ladies from all over the United States, and I would love to have you. So if you're interested, just send me a message at Kelly with an I, Kelli, at inkyhandswarmhearts.com. And I would love to talk to you about the opportunity. All right, so that's it with the starter kit. Let's talk about my membership. So I have a membership group, and it is called the Inky Hands Crew. And if you like my content and you like making my projects, this is a way that you can get 2 additional projects. And there's a monthly fee. It bills on the same day of the month that you join. So if you join on the 24th today, you would get billed every 24th of the month. And it is just a fantastic way to be able to enjoy getting videos that no one else has access to. So you're going to get 2 exclusive videos, tutorials, every single Friday. So if there's 5 Fridays in the month, you will get 10. And if there's 4, you will get 8. We also do color challenges and sketch challenges. And what color challenges are is I give you guys 3 colors, and then you can make any card you want and you use those 3 colors. And then sketch challenges are an actual sketch of a card without any images on it, just the basic outlines, and you get to make cards. So what those things do for you is that they really stretch you into a better stamper. The more you push yourself out of your comfort zone, the better you get at stamping. And so I love doing that with my group. So it is a lot of fun, and I hope that you will join. If you like my projects, but you're a hobby demo and you do use my projects for lots of things, this is a great way for you to support me at a very small cost. It's only $7.99 a month, and it is quite a small cost, basically the cost of a Starbucks Frappuccino, right? So if you would do that, I would be super grateful. You might be in another country and you can't purchase products from me, this is a great way for you to support my business. And I do appreciate my Inky Hands crew. I tell you what, I'm probably the closest to that group, and it's just because they care enough about me to help support me and my family. And that really means a lot to me. So thank you to all the crew members. If you are in the crew, talk about it in the chat and let people know how you feel, because it's one thing coming from me and it's quite another coming from you guys, but I know you love it and I love having you as part of the crew. All right, let's talk about Card Fiesta. So last Saturday we had a Card Fiesta class, and the next one will be on November the 2nd. So I can't wait to see you. In November, we have one on the 2nd, the 16th, and the 30th. I would love to have you join. And yeah, you just come and make cards, as many as you want, as little as you want. If you need more explanation, send me an email again at Kelly with an I, Kelli at inkyhandswarmhearts.com. And I will talk with you about it. But it's at El Azteca Mexican Restaurant. We do it every other Saturday from 12:30 to 3:30. We usually get there around 12. That's the time they open, and we start eating. And then around 12:30, we start making cards. You can come for as little time as you want or as much time as you want, but it is super fun, and I would love to have you join us. I have people that vacation here that come to my classes. So it is definitely a local class. So if you're in the Hampton Roads area, or even in Moyock, North Carolina, Elizabeth City, North Carolina, I would love to have you join us. It would really be a lot of fun. So let me know and I would be happy to include you. You do have to RSVP because I have to make sure I have a spot for you. But thanks again for checking it out, and it is a lot of fun to join Card Fiesta. So let's talk about my October tutorial bundle. Anybody who spends $50 in my online store in any given month will get a tutorial bundle. And this month's tutorial bundle for October has 39 projects. I like to fold this a little smaller because I think it's easier to manage and I can show it better. So all of these projects, you may not have all the stamp sets, but you can substitute other things for them. But it is a fantastic way to get a bunch of projects, and all you have to do is spend $50 or more in my store. But the caveat is you must use my host code. So every month I will have a host code for the month, and this is October's. If you go to my website and you click on blog, and you're on your phone, you're going to scroll all the way to the bottom, and there'll be a little square that says October host code. You want to click on that and it'll take you right to my store, and it will put the host code in for you. If you're on your computer, you're going to look to the right once you're in the blog section, and it will be right there on the right hand side panel. So yeah, it's a really fun way to get inspiration and instructions, and October's has 39 projects. So if you haven't ordered in October yet, don't miss out on your tutorial bundle with 39 amazing projects. All right, so all the Close to My Heart products are 30% off. So if you would like something from Close to My Heart, you can go to my online store and search for the CTMH products. They will pop up and you can get 30% off of those. Paper Pumpkin, next month's Paper Pumpkin is going to be so much fun. It is called Filled with Joy, and you get to celebrate Christmas with adorable stockings and gift tags. You're going to make 8 projects, which are 8 stockings and 8 gift tags. It comes with pre-cut pieces, safety pins, and specialty gold foil. The coordinating colors for this kit are Flirty Flamingo, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, which happens to be the Stampin' Spot, Shaded Spruce, and Very Vanilla. And it comes with 8 fabric stockings and 8 paper tags, and it comes in quite a unique box. I'm quite excited about it. I think these stockings are going to be super fun to stuff with lots of little treats and put on the on the Christmas Day table as an extra little treat for your guests. All right, so there is Paper Pumpkin. Another really great thing you could use them for is fill them up and put them on your neighbor's stoops or hang them from their doorknobs. So many things. It's just a great time of year, right, to give. And those stockings are going to come in handy. And if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber already, you can purchase the coordinating add-ons. So don't miss those. It's item number 165639, and they're $12 for the Merry Tags and More dies. In order to participate in Paper Pumpkin, you do need to subscribe. You can go to my website at inkyhandswarmhearts.com, click on shop, and then pick Paper Pumpkin. And when you're on that page, you're going to be able to click and hit the subscribe button, and it'll take you to the subscription page where you'll put your information in, and then you'll be on board. So I'd love to have you partake in Paper Pumpkin. We have a lot of fun, and the last Friday of the month, we meet and work on our Paper Pumpkin boxes. So that way you'll never stop working on Paper Pumpkin. They won't pile up in your house, and it's always lots of fun. So let's talk about the kits collection. So for the month of October, we have up to 30% off all of our kits collection. So you can go to my online store and search on the drop down for kits collection. Basically, it's Paper Pumpkin, but you get to see what comes in there. And you can save a little money too. So the October, we get 2 new kits every month, and the October kits are Alpine Air Kit, which is beautiful scenery. It is a stamping kit. You get 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs. And then you get a look back kit, which is a journaling scrapbook, also non-stamping, 30 double-sided pages in our journal book. The book is 6 3/4 by 8 by 1. It is spiral bound. And these are some of the pieces that are in there if you want to check that out. But it is a fantastic deal. And if you like to scrapbook and make mini albums for different events and mini trips that you take, this is a great addition. Don't forget about the Christmas ornament kit. If you'd like to purchase that, that's also on sale. And then we also have a card keeper kit. So I would love to have you be a part of either Kids Collection, Paper Pumpkin, Inky Hands Crew, or I can't even think right now. Oh, or my team. Thanks for being a part. The bundle and suite that we're actually using a suite. It's a double bundle, or a mega bundle is what they call it, when you have 2 sets of stamp sets and 2 dies. We have a specialty paper, a regular paper, we have ribbon and embellishments. It's quite a gorgeous set of products. So this one is an online exclusive, so it's not in either of our catalogs, but it is in my online store. So if you go to inkyhandswarmhearts.com, click on shop, those items are in my store there, just not pictured in a catalog. All right, so let's look at the card we're going to make today. So today's card is my Happy Holidays tags card, because I included a lot of tags on here. The Greeting of the Season bundle has quite a few tags, and I did use those for this card. I think it's a really fun card. And then the Golden Greenery. You can die cut these pieces from the specialty paper, and I use those right here. This I fussy cut out. And then the words, and this little tag is this little skinny tag here, and I stamped the words right here from this Greetings of the Season set. And look at how beautiful this vanilla bow is. I think it is just absolutely gorgeous. Makes a beautiful scene on any Christmas card. And let's look at the inside. It says to you and yours. So happy holidays to you and yours. And look at that nice sprig of greenery. And we're going to stamp that as a 2-step, and I'll show you how to do that today as well. So let's go ahead and get started, and we're going to get our little card put together. So let me move these things out of the way, and we will begin. All right, so we're going to start with a card base. We are using Cherry Cobbler for our base, and it is 8.5 by 5.5. I've scored it at 4 1/4. And the part that is raised is what you want to bend against. And we're going to join our 2 corners together. There's that one and that one. And then I'm going to use my bone folder and flatten out my cardstock. I really love a flat card. It makes it so much easier to work on your projects. So we have 2 different kinds of papers in this suite. We have specialty paper, which is like designer series paper, but it has this beautiful foiling on one side, and then the other side is not foiled. So see that gorgeous foiling? You can really see that in the light. So this is the one with the little bitty diamonds on it. That's what I'm going to use for this card. So we're going to go ahead and attach that. It's 3 3/4 by 5 inches. And we are going to attach that onto our card base. So let me get my adhesive going. I love using wet adhesive because the wiggle room. And you can see I always go out of the lines, which is why I have a mat, because I'm literally the messiest, the messiest gluer. All right, so we're going to line this up. We're going to leave a nice little border on all 3 sides. Look at that. And once I'm happy with my placement, I will get my little 2.5-inch roller out. And I love this thing. I use it all the time. It really helps to adhere your paper down. So we have 2 tags, and I cut one from the same design right here. It's out of this tag. Let me grab the right tag here. So it is this squared ended tag. And see, the other side is the same as this, but I want to use the green side. And then I cut this really large tag, and I cut it out of this different green paper. And this is the back side. It has these cute little star pieces. So I cut 2 of those out of these 2 pieces. I also used this long, pointed, skinny, banner ended, and I used some of our vellum specialty paper. So it's see-through, but it has a really beautiful texture to it. And I went ahead and cut this piece out of there. And then out of our other die set, and also out of our specialty vellum, I used this die right here. And I cut out, you can see that it fits right in that die. I die cut 2 of those from my vellum pieces. So they're see-through. They're quite beautiful, and they're already colored and everything. You can purchase them just like that. Then on the inside, I have a piece of very vanilla cardstock, and we're going to stamp on that. So let's go ahead and get started, and we will stamp on that. So on the inside, I'm going to show you how to use the stamp set. Let me grab that. And we're going to stamp these 2 images here. One's a solid, one's an overlay. I have to grab a scrap. I know I have a scrap lying around here somewhere, but every time I go live, I can never find my scraps. So we're just going to use this one that I have lying on my desk. All right, so in the corner, let me show you the inside. We have this little sprig here. So we're just going to use one color of ink. We're going to use Garden Green. And the solid one is this one, and this is the more detailed. So the solid one is going to be stamped first. I'm going to ink that up in Garden Green, and then I'm going to stamp it off onto my scrap paper. All right, and that will take most of that color off of there. And then I'm going to lay it right here in the corner, and I will stamp that down. So I'm going to get a very light color of Garden Green, a variation. Nice and light. Isn't that pretty? All right, so let's clean that off. The squeakier, the better. Every time I always have so much, so many noises going on in my craft room. Okay, so we're going to ink up the more detailed piece, and I'm going to move that out of the way. I'm going to bring this slightly down, and I'm going to try and line up to the best of my ability, but I promise you it doesn't matter if you get it exactly right. It's going to look amazing. And we're going to, this time we're not stamping off. We're going to stamp it full color over the top of that lighter Garden Green. I'm just going to hold it for a second, and then we're going to lift up, and you can see how beautiful that greenery is. And let's go ahead and clean that one. All right, so I'm gonna move that stamp out of the way. We don't need that one anymore. We're done with that one. And I'm going to grab a stamp that says to you and yours, but we're not gonna stamp it in garden green. We're gonna stamp it in wild wasabi. And no, I'm not, oh my gosh, I can't even believe I said wild wasabi. That was a green we used to have years ago. I don't know why that got in my head. Probably because I was staring at this screen. We're using wild wheat, which is one of our in colors, and we're going to ink up that to you and yours. And the reason that I chose to use wild wheat is because to me, it looks like gold embossing without having to emboss. So I'm going to stamp that right here at the top, trying not to wiggle, just hold it in place, let it soak into the cardstock, and then lift right up, and tell me that that doesn't look like embossed gold. I think it's pretty close. And you can see here is some embossed gold, and there is wild wheat, and it is quite similar. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and clean that stamp, and we will go ahead and attach the inside of our card. So let me grab my scrap paper out of the way, bring back my silicone mat again, because I guarantee you I'll probably go out of the lines. All right, so we're going to add some adhesive. All right, and then this is the same size, 3 3/4 by 5, same as the designer series paper on the front of our card. So we're going to open and again try and match up 3 equal sides and just make sure it's straight before you push it into place. Once you're happy with it, get your little roller out. And if you don't have this roller, you can find it in the description of the video. It's from Amazon, and I absolutely love this little guy. All right, so there is our core. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to start adding all of our tag pieces together, but we're going to stack them with dimensionals. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to start adding dimensionals to my edges. I'm going to put 2 right there. So there is that one. I want this one to line up, but I also want there to be a little separation. So again, we're going to add a few dimensionals. And this one, that should be plenty. And I'm going to go ahead and pull the backs off of these because I'm going to try and join it onto the top of the first tag. All right, so there's my dimensionals removed. Now I don't want this to be straight on like this, but I am going to line my holes. I'm going to kind of toggle it to the right, like if it moved slightly. Just like that. So there is that one. Good so far with me? All right, now we're going to work on this tag right here. And I'm also going to put some dimensionals. But what I want to do first is you can see here that this one curls upward. I'm going to show you how to do that. What you want to do is turn it upside down so that the top is facing downward. You're going to grab your bone folder. About halfway through, you're going to hold your thumb and your bone folder like this with this on top. Then I'm going to hold on this side and I'm going to pull. And you see how it curls that bottom? And if you don't want it to be so much, you can stretch it out a little so that it's not quite as intensely curled. And I'm going to go ahead and attach this one again, lining up the holes and adding a dimensional or 2 underneath it. Now, yes, they're going to show, but I promise you it's going to be covered up. So I'm just going to put 2 right there, because there will be things that lay on top of them so you won't see it. So let's bring this one to the right this time. The other one went to the left. This one's going to go to the right. And there is that one. See how pretty that is with it curled? I love that look. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do before I add my greenery is I'm going to grab my bow here. So this is our gorgeous 3/4 inch vanilla very vanilla satin ribbon, and it is stunning. So I didn't know how much I used, but just take your piece, make 2 bunny ears, and cross them. Hang on, I gotta hold on to it. Cross them across, and then keep your finger there in the middle so that you have something to push your little bow through. And look at how gorgeous this bow ties. It is stunning. All right, I'm gonna grab my ribbon scissor, and I'm just gonna trim it equal on this side, okay? So there's my beautiful bow. And how much, I mean, you gotta do pretty bows at Christmas, don't you? I think so. All right, well, I have already embossed the Happy Holidays on the red tag. This is Cherry Cobbler, same color as the base. I used Versamark ink, then I put my gold embossing powder, and then I heated it with my heat tool, and it melted it into this lovely embossed gold sentiment. So let's fussy cut our bells. This came out of the regular designer series paper that is part of this suite, not the one that is the specialty vellum, the regular designer series paper. I think it's called Season of Green and Gold Specialty DSP, and the vellum is called something like, I want to say something about Grace, but I have to think about it. You have to give me a minute. But I do have the packages right next to me, so if I don't think of it before I'm done cutting out these bells, this is part of the designer series paper, and I'll show you in a second the back, so you'll know what print it is that this came from. All right, I think it's on the plaid print, the green. Yep, it's on the green and vanilla plaid background. All right, so let's toss these little pieces out. And the designer series paper, see, here is the foiled paper, and this is the vellum. And the vellum is called Graceful Greenery Vellum. And the specialty paper is Season of Green and Gold Specialty Designer Series paper. Both of these are stunning. All right. So we have our bells cut out. Those will be ready in a few minutes. All right. What I'm going to do next is I want to attach these beautiful, what do you call those? I can't even think right now. Somebody help my brain work. Boughs of greenery. So I'm just going to take it. I'm going to put a couple dimensionals. I'm using the minis. Just a few, because I want it to be attached at the top. All right, so let me grab my take your pick tool, and I'm gonna pull these off. And you can see on my little vellum tag, you can see the dimensionals. But once you attach the ribbon and your bells, you're not gonna be able to see it, I promise. So we're gonna add this here. This is gonna kind of cover some. Isn't this beautiful? We're gonna put one this way, and we're gonna put one this way. Just gorgeous. All right, so there is that. See how it's already covering up our piece here? All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add our tag. But before I do that, let's go ahead and attach this onto our card so we know how far over we want our tag to be and all that good stuff. So I'm just going to pull the backs off of the original 8 dimensionals that I put on that large tag. All right. And I'm gonna angle this a little because I just think that all the tags look so good tousled back and forth. So I'm just gonna angle that slightly. I love this project. All right, so there is our little stack, okay? Now we can add our piece here. So do we want them separate or together? I think I am gonna separate this just slightly. I'm just gonna cut in between those evergreens so that I can pivot the vellum this way, and I'm gonna have to put a mini dimensional on the other one to split it up. There we go. And now that one's this way, and it gave us kind of like a little opening in between. Now we're going to add a couple of minis on the back of our tag. Perfect. And our little happy holidays right there, so no one will see that we split those up, okay? And I might need to bring it down a little. I think I will. Let me bring it a little farther down. No one will know that it's not covered because the bow and the bell are gonna cover that, okay? On to the next step. Are we ready? So on to our bow. It has a nice big middle loop. We're going to add our mini glue dots, and I'm gonna put a few. 1, 2, I think I'm gonna put 4 on here because it's a nice big bow. One more. There we go. All right, so you can see I have all of the glue dots on the knot there. And we're gonna cover up this circle right here. So we're just gonna add that over the top, just like that. And on comes our bells. Now I don't want the bell to touch my words. I want it to the side a little, but I want it over that knot. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add one of these glue dots so that it will stick nicely to the bow. But the next thing I want is another dimensional or two. One here, one here. Let's pull the backs off. And we're going to add this so that the bow of the bells does not cover. There we go. Look at how pretty that is. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Looks amazing. And we have room and wiggle room for all of that. All right, so let's trim away this paper backing. Now we get to put some fun embellishments on our card. So we're going to add 2 of these little clusters of gems. And this is also part of the suite. You can purchase it in an entire collection if you wish. Look at how pretty they are in other colors. But I'm going to use 2 of the red. And this is called Cherry Cobbler and Pearl Adhesive Backed Berries. Let's throw these guys in the garbage. All right, we're going to get one out. And we're going to put it up here somewhere-ish around our bells because that's really beautiful. Look at that. And then we're going to get another cluster, and I think I'm going to put it right here. Every time I do things, I do it a little different, so I'm going to change it up. Look at how beautiful that little red cluster is on our tag right here. Really pretty. All right. And that is our fantastic card. Does anybody have any questions for me? And I forgot to say in the beginning, if you're watching me for the first time, please say hi and let me know where you're from. The other thing I would like to say is if you're watching on the replay, let me know that you're watching. I love to hear where everybody's from. Sometimes I forget to say that, but I absolutely love knowing where you guys are watching me from. It's super exciting to know that people all over the country and all over the world actually get to watch my videos. It makes me smile and it makes me so happy to know that the things that I'm doing make a difference in your life. All right, so greenery, Gold Greenery, which is the dies and the stamp set. And then Greetings of the Season, which is where we got the Happy Holidays. And the To You and Yours for the inside. The bow for the inside came from Golden Greenery. So these mega sweet 2 bundle set is amazing, and I hope that you think so as well. I would love your feedback in the comments. Let me know what you think, and I'm so grateful to have you with me and a part of everything that I do. Thank you so much for being here with me and for all of the support that you provide me. I really, really appreciate you guys. You guys are pretty amazing. So let me know what you thought of this really fun foil Christmas card with these beautiful gems. I'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for hanging out with me. This is Kelly with Inky Hands Warm Hearts. Happy stamping!